Every year, about 10,000 bulldogs that are bred for gambling and entertainment are killed. 71% of victims of domestic abuse state that their abusers also targeted their animals. Animal experimentation is not prohibited by the law. There are about 6,000 documented cases of dog abuse each year. All of these facts and statistics outline a simple fact, that our society has set up various conditions for animal abuse. Our society has become used to the act of abuse. We are not fighting hard enough to prevent the death and injury of millions of animals worldwide. Animal abuse is increasing, therefore corrupting our society and increasing the probability of future abusers. The rate of abuse ranges. It depends on the animal, environment, country, and cause of the abuse. The rates have always been high. If we do not step up and provide a solution, more and more animals will face the risk of abuse. According to the Animal Humane Society of the United States, over 10,000 animals are abused each year. Animal abuse occurs all over the world in homes, zoos, and even circuses. Animal abuse can occur in industries, homes, zoos, and circuses. This problem is extremely widespread. All over the world experiences a form of animal cruelty. According to the article Farm Animal Welfare, Legislation, and Trade, farm animals represent 98% of animals killed worldwide. This article also compares the United States with developing countries, such as Europe. As stated by the article, the legal protection given to farm animals is much stronger in Europe, where most countries have banned the several practices still common in the United States. Animal abuse can result in death, psychological disorders, and injury. Abusing animals can result in abusing people. If this continues to occur, then more people will become abusers. Isolation and early life stress in both animals and humans can lead to psychological disorders such as depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. When animals are exposed to the media and they are forced to live in an enclosed environment, they will act out and receive abuse. The lack of animal rights and people not enforcing these laws result in the increase of animal abuse. The Animal Welfare Act was established in 1966, and this is the primary animal protection law. This law affects animals kept in zoos, used in labs, and even sold. This law states the standards when dealing with the well-being of animals. Acts such as dog fighting and cockfighting are restricted under this law. Sadly, various state animal protection laws do not provide the coverage for these animals that are used for scientific and/or educational purposes. Since the Animal Welfare Act is broad, not all animals are able to receive the protection, therefore the abuse increases. There are various different causes of animal abuse. The most common one is isolation, or the most common ones are isolation, raising wild animals in human homes, the cruelty of the makeup and fashion industry, and mirroring past parenting skills. Animals are powerless in comparison to humans. They rely on humans for food and protection. People often take advantage of animals and feel the need to discipline them, although they did not understand what they did wrong. The widespread problem that affects over half of the U.S. population needs to change. Animal abuse must be stopped. It not only endangers the well-being of animals, but it corrupts our society and increases the trend of abuse. Whether we realize it or not, abuse affects us all, and it's up to us to find a solution. Although there are various laws and policies in place, we must find a more effective solution to end abuse. To discover a solution, we must start with the various causes of animal abuse: isolation, raising wild animals in human homes, and mirroring other parenting skills. By making it illegal to raise wild animals as humans and making it illegal to keep them from their families, animal abuse will decrease. It is currently permitted in some states to own wild animals, but there aren't really any restrictions. By making this law widespread and actively enforcing it, animal deaths in human homes will decrease, and so will the isolation on animals. Although there are numerous laws and policies that must be enforced to stop animal abuse, this solution is a great start, and it is needed to enforce the safety of wild animals. Another solution to end animal abuse is granting animals with a property plus status. This indicates that all animals are more than just property, that they deserve rights. This status has become increasingly popular. Pet owners view their animals as part of their family instead of property. This status has encouraged people to fight for their pets and put an end towards animal abuse. There are various benefits that will result because of these new laws. Wild animals such as chimpanzees or lions will not be allowed to be kept or raised in human homes. These wild animals will also not be allowed to be raised alone if they live in zoos, circuses, sanctuaries, or hospitals. Since the various animal deaths result from them being raised in small environments, and they are often expected to act like humans, they are punished for the way they act out. This law will lower the amount of deaths per year. Isolation is also a big factor in abuse and death. Animals, just like humans, develop mental illness when they are isolated and when do they not get to engage with other animals and grow up in healthy environments. By giving animals a property plus status, we are taking a step towards ending abuse. We are granting animals with the rights they deserve. By lowering animal abuse and death, we are lowering the chance of our society becoming more corrupt, and we are stopping the trend of abuse. After listening to my speech, I hope you consider standing up for your animals. It is our job to advocate for those who cannot advocate for themselves.